If you're in e-commerce, you're probably not paying enough attention to your product descriptions, the ones you're losing out on sales. Make sure your copy communicates the value of your product. Let's take a look at how this works.
So to keep things interesting, we're going to start off with examples of product descriptions in the luxury category and then move our way over to mass market. We're going to start with the Gucci sneakers. Let's read the first line. Since its debut, the A sneaker has become a mainstay of the house's narrative. I do like that intro because it shows the importance of storytelling. The fact that Gucci does have a narrative is intriguing. It gives it more of an identity. The only thing I'm not a fan of is it doesn't exactly specify what that narrative is. And if you're not already a longtime Gucci fan and you're thinking of investing in this product, you won't feel as attached to the narrative because it's not really identifying what that narrative is. Is it, nostalgia? Is it vintage? Is it motif of nature and florals, which I see a lot in their designs? Whatever it is, what's your narrative? Summarize it, communicate that somehow in the product description. The rest is just an overview. The typical cliche features that we know already is going to be in a Gucci sneaker. Again, if you're not a long-time loyal customer of Gucci, you are going to want you're going to want to hear a lot more about the unique selling features. In order to buy into this narrative, you're really going to need more pull. Maybe imagine what context you might be wearing this sneaker in, and just more about why it's special. At the end of the product description, it says Gucci's distinctive web stripe completes the style. Okay, but why is the web stripe iconic? Again, maybe that's an opportunity to bring in a little bit of storytelling. So overall, the first line had potential, but the rest was just an overview of cliche Gucci characteristics that we already know about. Nothing special. So is this a pass fail? For me, it's a fail. Moving on. Okay, so this is a purse by Miu Miu. This is a typical example of what I would never want anyone doing in a product description. I'm not even going to bother. You know what? Actually, I'll read the first line. Fine metallese workmanship reinterprets the classic silhouette of the top handle bag, giving it a three-dimensional, textured, and extremely sophisticated effect. This is so wordy, and it was hard to get through. And not only that, it put it in adverb, which I really, really hate adverbs in copy, to be honest. It's just a mouthful and it doesn't really add much other than just extra syllables you have to get through. And I'm referring to this word extremely. It's not just sophisticated, it's extremely sophisticated. But adding in that adverb doesn't communicate the fact that it's special or sophisticated. In fact, if this bag is sophisticated, putting in all of these buzzwords like matelassé and the lettering logo in the metal hardware and refined artisan workmanship. I mean, these are things that everyone uses in the luxury category. I want to know what's special about this bag. Can I envision myself wearing it? How would I wear it? Where would I wear it to? On a deeper level, why does this bag align with my personal values? So, is this a pass or a fail? It's a hard fail. Sorry, Miu Miu. Moving on. Okay, these are the jeans by Balmain. I call it Balmain. I know it's pronounced Balmain, but my French is beyond horrific, as you can tell. So, let's just put that aside for a moment. I think these jeans are gorgeous. There is no product description, though, to be honest. It's just a list of point form notes on the features of the jeans. I don't know if they're relying on the notoriety and prestige of the brand and just assuming people will buy into it regardless. But then you're alienating a whole customer base who maybe would fork out $2,000 on a pair of jeans if they really bought into the sentiment of why these jeans are special, or at least when they go on sale. I mean, these $2,000 pair of jeans probably go down to at least like $800 on like a Black Friday or something like that. someone might want to invest $800 in the most gorgeous, well-made pair of jeans that are clearly biker inspired. It does have that edge, those kind of like knee pads and those chunky zippers. I could go over the qualities, but I think there's actually a lot of special things going on about these jeans genuinely that, let's say for our clarity's sake, it's worth the price. None of those factors are being communicated in the description. It's just silliness why it's not there. Anyways, love these jeans. Moving on. Here's where the product description at least does get a bit better. This is for Alexander McQueen. Gorgeous, edgy, incorporates skulls in. There's lots of leather in their work. It's very edgy and empowering. And let's see if the product description communicates that. This is the woman's mini jeweled satchel in black. Shiny black embossed croc calfskin leather mini jeweled satchel with a crafted gold and silver chain. This bag can be worn in multiple ways. Carry it in your hand using the ring handle, so that means you can turn it into a clutch, or by doubling up the strap. Well, that's a little confusing. What it means is double up the strap and then you can wear it as a purse. I appreciate they're trying to keep the copy succinct and tight, which you can clearly see it is, but sometimes you don't want to sacrifice clarity by being overly brief. Last line is, alternatively, wear over the shoulder or across the body using the chain. Okay, I love that there's emphasis on the utility aspect. So as a consumer, I would already be picturing myself in all these little, settings and ways that I can wear the bag. So I think that's excellent. I like that it's clean, it's simplistic, but it communicates a lot. The only thing for me that's missing is, again, it was similar to the case with Gucci. If you're not already a long-time loyal consumer of the brand, in this case, Alexander McQueen, you're not going to understand the significance of the skull imagery and those edgy versus feminine details that make this design so iconic. And so I would like at least one sentence emphasizing why it's special, getting into that historic craftsmanship of the brand that makes it so unique. So would I give it a pass? I would give this a pass, but there's room for improvement. Moving on. Now we're entering the mass market category. I use Aloe because in all my years, I have never seen personally a brand do better product descriptions than Aloe. They have all the check marks. It always has imagery, so I can appreciate the physical and emotional characteristics associated with that product. They have utility. I can always imagine the different ways I would wear it. I also think about how I would match it. So there's usually a lot of check marks I give to Aloe. Let's read this one. So this product is a tennis skirt, a minimalist version of the fan favorite streamlined skirt. The backspin matches your moves on and off the court. I like that because it shows, okay, it's a tennis skirt, but you can wear it anywhere else casually as you want. It has an A-line silhouette that's swingy in the best way. So reinforcing that imagery that it's flouncy and playful. And so again, it's going to resonate psychologically with the reader because they're imagining themselves and in their flouncy skirt, walking down the street, catching a bus, going on a date. A fitted waist and a subtly flared mid-thigh skimming hem. Nice. A cute side slit shows a little leg as you walk. If you'd like to make a matching set, may we suggest the backspin short sleeve. So not only are they getting you to think about how you would complete the outfit, but they're also upselling. And that's just smart all around. So if you're curious, definitely browse Aloe and check out their other product descriptions because they're always consistently effective. And not only that, but they're well worded and concise and tight and full of great copy. And they almost never use adverbs. Okay, I'm done up talking Aloe. Let's move on. So this sweater is by a smaller store called Shop the Gallery. And you can't see because it's cut off, but this is actually a bit over $300. And this was actually one of my projects, by the way. So I was the copywriter for the items of this store. And when the client told me to put extra care and love into planning this product description, I know it's because I had my work cut out for me. Because when you first look at the sweater, oh, it's gorgeous, but would I immediately think I'm going to fork out $300 for it? No. But that's where the power of the product description comes into play, because this will convince your customers that this is worth $300. Let's read it out loud. Made with love, this handcrafted style sweater is inspired by grandma's knitting. So a lot of things happening here. First, it's made with love. So the craftsmanship has probably a lot to it. We think it's not handcrafted, this sweater, but that's why I was clever to say handcrafted style. So it's inspired by handcrafted knits, but it's not actually made by hand. And it's grandma's knitting, so that wholesome feel, that rustic quality, as though it was made by a family member, makes it more authentic, more special. Soon, slowly, using ombre dyed yarn, each thread of 100% merino wool is spun into a high twist cord set to last forever. What am I doing here? By emphasizing that the yarn, I'm not just saying it's a rainbow or a speckled yarn, I'm saying it's ombre dyed. Again, playing into that imagery that it's handmade. Somebody might imagine that the yarn is being hand dyed into all these colors. And I'm also emphasizing a unique selling feature, that this is 100% wool. A family heirloom, a timeless investment. It's a story that will carry memories of warmth and elegance through future generations. This is where that aspect of storytelling comes into your product descriptions. I'm using psycholinguistics to paint different context into the reader's mind. They're going to think this is timeless. It'll never go out of style. I can pass it on to my kid because it's so well made. It's warm, so it's practical, but it's elegant. And when I emphasize how it'll carry memories, automatically they're going to think of all these cozy, heartwarming places that they'll probably be wearing this sweater loyally. So there you go. Hope you learned tons on the difference between ineffective and effective product descriptions that sell. If you like what you heard, click the subscribe button. Tips.